Hi guys, once again, Charles Morris here, making another video today. This video, I saw a video from Review Tech USA today, and it has to do with Epic Games taking Rocket League down off of Steam, and they promised they weren't going to pull this kind of crap up again. And, I've been told that they like to mess with their customers, basically. I find that to be, very stupid of companies, so what does this actually mean for Epic Games? Well, it obviously means that they're going to make themselves look like a complete loser. Like, the people working at the company, if they're trying to do this on their customers, even if they own Rocket League on Steam, it's just going to have a negative result. And people who play Rocket League on Steam are going to be really frustrated with Epic Games if they take this down off of Steam. So, sit back and relax. So, what I have here in front of you is the Darth Vader table. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, well, the dark side of Anakin Skywalker is really strong. Like, Darth Vader was one of the most powerful Sith in the galaxy. And I'm playing this table because I'm making a connection between Epic Games and how the Sith want power for themselves. That's basically what Epic Games is trying to do. Let me make a connection here. The Sith only care about themselves. So, this is kind of what Epic Games is doing. Like, Epic Games doesn't really care if they frustrate the customers that own Rocket League on Steam. They don't really care about that. It's just like, well, for one, you gotta say that, okay, look at playing Rocket League against Xbox users and PC users, okay? You gotta admit, if Epic Games were to take down the Rocket League version on Steam, it obviously means there would be no new cross-platform players to play against the Nintendo Switch or Microsoft, or the Xbox, sorry. And it's just gonna throw people off the edge here. It's gonna... Epic Games or Steam players, let's look at the result first off. First off, people are gonna start taking shots at Epic Games because they took down Rocket League on Steam. And they're gonna be really fired up with Epic Games. I mean, I own Fortnite on the Switch. I don't really play it a lot because I'm not even good at the game. Doesn't mean that I hate Epic Games, alright? Fortnite's actually a pretty good game. And they made it as difficult as possible for you to actually kill your opponents. And it's like Tetris 99. You're facing against 99 other players. That's the challenge right there. That's the challenge. And everybody likes video games that have good challenges, right? And so is Rocket League. First off, do I really think that Epic Games could take down a game off of Steam that they would possibly not own? The only companies that can take down a game at any given time that they want to is the company themselves. They create it, so they are the ones that shut it down. And there have been many games that have done that. Or many companies, I should say. Where they're the ones that create it, so they're the ones that can shut that down. I mean, it's not for any other company to touch. So, if Rocket League is not owned by Epic Games, then why would they have the right to take that down? If they're gonna start messing with the company saying, hey, we're gonna like take down Rocket League on Steam because Rocket League is just meant to be it's meant to be a console game. And look, why would you own Rocket League on Steam when you could play all those other fun racing games like Trackmania on Steam and, you know, hey, you're on Steam. You don't need all these other games on there that are put on like consoles. So, yeah, I'm just exaggerating here. Well, more like just thinking, what the company is gonna try to do. So it's not really accurate. It might be, it may not be. But whatever I'm saying is, you gotta admit, I'm making some kind of sense here. So, what exactly is Epic Games trying to do? They're trying to say, we don't care about the people, we're gonna do what we want. And nobody can stop us from what we're doing. If we're taking down Steam, it's gonna cause some major negative reactions from Steam owners who own Rocket League. And they're gonna say, like, heck with you, Epic Games. You took down Rocket League version on the Rocket League version on, or let me clarify myself first. You're taking down Rocket League that we own on Steam, and let me think of this. Steam probably has a lot of chat features on their games. In fact, if you were playing Paladins on Steam, I imagine you could use the chat apps on that. Like, you can plug in a set of headphones and you could chat with your with your friends online, or the people that you're playing with online. And on Fortnite, you can do the same thing as well on the Steam version of that. And there's a possible way to do it on the Nintendo Switch. And I'll make another video on why Nintendo Switch owners have to use their smartphone to actually for like chatting with their friends. Like, people are like disgusted with the whole concept, but whatever. But that'll be another video, because if I talked about it on here, I'd be going off topic on what I'm actually trying to get to. But yeah. See, as a company, you want to have a good image on your customers, first off. And you don't want to go like just being a complete idiot on your customers, and they're going to have a bad impression on you. They're going to say, like, you know what, I'm not shopping at this place anymore. You people don't even learn how to treat your customers right, or your coworkers right, or whatever. What right do you have to exist as a company? If you're not going to treat anybody right, then why would you have the right to exist as a company? They should say, somebody's got to call you out on this stuff. There's possibly going to be negative reviews. I would not doubt that. And second, you're going to drive your customers off and back them behind a wall, and they're not going to like it. They're not going to like it at all. So, here's what I have to say, Epic Games. Before you start this kind of idiotic crap like that, I would advise you to actually think before you actually do this, because you make a lot of money with Fortnite. Alright? But is this like any reason to say, like, heck with it, we don't need Rocket League on Steam anymore, that stuff. We're making all this money and that stuff, and Fortnite's all we need, right? Fortnite's all we need, so we can go mess around with people, like, so we can go around and make customers mad and angry and do all the stupid crap that we want, and say we're taking down Rocket League because Fortnite's making all the money, and we're not getting a lot of money on Rocket League because nobody plays this game much and that stuff. And Fortnite's our top game, and Rocket League isn't really making us the money right here, because Fortnite's the most famous game in the world. Nobody likes to play Rocket League a lot, do they? No. Really, I don't think Rocket League's really that famous. Rocket League's not famous. Therefore, it's not making us money, so we're going to take it off Steam. Or you could possibly be just taking it off of Steam because we're just making way too much money, right? Like, seriously. You're really going to try doing this kind of crap? Really? Do I really want to actually... If I were a coworker, say if I were working for Sega, alright, and let's say, hey guys, guess what? Sonic Generations is now going to be taken off of Steam, because Sonic Generations isn't making us all the money. And Phantasy Star seems to be the most popular game that's making the money. So we're going to go and make the customers frustrated because I'm not saying that Sega did this, I'm just saying, or making an example. But if Sega were to ever take down Sonic Generations off of Steam, which is a beloved game that people will probably want to play like over and over and over again because the game on Steam and Xbox 360 is like so blasted good that I would throw my money out the window just for that. If I ever owned an Xbox 360, which apparently I don't, because... Oh, here's the thing. I have a Wii, and I have that sensor bar up there, up on the television, and if I bought a Xbox 360, I'd probably have to put another sensor up there, and I also have to deal with the pain of wires and all this other stuff. I mean, I got like way too many video game consoles. I got a Sega Genesis, I've got a Nintendo 64, I got a Nintendo Wii. I at one point had a GameCube, which I still have, but apparently it's broken. But there was a lot of things you needed to have for a GameCube. You needed to have an AC adapter. You needed to have like the right channels and the right cords, and you had to deal with all that. And to take it on the go with you, you couldn't. Well, you necessarily couldn't take it on the go with you. What you could, but you'd have to deal with all the pain of wires and all that stuff. So, it was a pain. Anyway, moving on. I have a Wii. That had a lot of wiring. And so did the Wii U have a lot of wiring and stuff that you had to, like, mess around with. Necessarily, yeah. Didn't really have much of wiring as much as the GameCube did, but I can say it was a lot. And I also have a Nintendo Switch, which is convenient to take on the go because all you have to take with you is a USB plug-in, the plug-in for the dock, and then you're good to go. Now, if you were going to take a Howerer Epic controller, that had a wire to it. But those controllers were actually cheaper. The wired controllers, they were actually cheaper. But they ended up bricking so easily. I mean, you could have a Howerer Epic controller for like a day or so, and no, possibly like a month. And after you got like rough with it after a while, it start like breaking. So, yeah. But anyway, I just made an example. If Sega ever like to shut down Sonic Generations on Steam, that would like really fire up the people and really get mad at Sega for this. And they're going to say, we want Sonic Generations back on Steam. And not just Xbox. Because a lot of people don't have that money to actually buy an Xbox 360. Now, probably because the Xbox Maverick is coming out, I would assume that the Xbox 360 wouldn't be costing so much money. But, you know. See, Epic Games, think about this first. How many consoles have Rocket League? Alright? Maybe the people on Steam want you to keep Rocket League on there on Steam, because maybe people don't have that kind of money to actually buy, like, a Sony, like a PlayStation 5 or 4, or an Xbox Maverick, or even a Switch. I know the most expensive console out there is, well, I know Rich on Review Tech USA that the Xbox 5 was going to be $500, but yeah. Before you take down Rocket League on the Switch, consider this. If I run out of time not to buy Rocket League on Steam, then I'm gonna get mad at Epic Games for taking it down, because I don't have that kind of money for paying for like an Xbox 360, a Switch, or a PS4. And the Rocket League is the only thing I have on Steam. Like, the Steam version of Rocket League is the only thing I have. And why would you take this down on me, Epic Games? I don't understand. Anyway, please like and subscribe to this video. I hope you liked it. And I hope you like what I said. Please comment, subscribe, and like. This is Charles Morris. Have a good day, and may the 4th be with you.